York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not.
Forbes Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC. Borough. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Hey, Fridays it might be a thing for him. I don't know. We might be blessed to have my brother out here. You know, different mother, same father. Praise the Most High. What's good? 2 shots.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. God willing, like I said, hopefully I'll be able to make this more of a usual occurrence. But shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat, replay gang. You know the vibes. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Let's get to that 500. 500.
I heard him, right? You heard what he said? All right. And of course, I got my brother, Sangre, my brother, New Knicks. Que lo que? Talk to him, manito. What's good?
Here, what's poppin', everybody? Warning. After the last pod, we have to throw this warning out because the opinions of the TOF show only belong to the TOF. Do not get offended, do not get riled up, and do not get your pennies in a bunch. Welcome to the TOF show. Welcome home. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us.
And after that wonderful warning and segment intro from my brother, if you don't know Friday means fuck around and find out, F around and find out. That's how we do. We live on the wild side. I got my cousin. I see his little image on there. I don't know if he's here. Machete, are you here, primo? Primo hermano, you here? I think his screen is loading.
I do it for him. What's up, gente la 110? Que lo que?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
He's probably walking the dog and wrestling with a bear in the backyard.
Yeah, so he should be joining us in a second. Hopefully, we'll be blessed with wrestling that. If you see the back of his crib, it just
he
might
lives
be
in a forest.
It's back there. So we came out. We just played. What do you call them? The Miami what?
The Miami Sweet.
The Miami Sweets. All right, it's perfect from Halloween. They came for the sweets. They got straight up shook ones. They were scared. We bring the ruckus, the Miami Sweet Tooth, a little bit of a cavity. Jay Blaze, he's watching. He was supposed to join today, but we'll work on getting Jay Blaze. I think he's still curled up in the corner. He don't duck no smoke, so I know he's out there. But Miami Heat, we did a little something to them. They came out fighting. Let's not get crazy. They came out fighting. They won the first quarter 32-26. Second quarter we tied it up 26-26 even. Third quarter, we made a run, which is something to look for. Are we making a run? Are we that third quarter team? That's a championship quarter. We came out 35 points to their 22. So the defense came ready in the third quarter. We started locking them down, pressing them down, and there he is right there. Machetazo, que lo que?
Que lo que, mi gente, la 110, what's going on, New York City, what's going on? Two shots, what's going on? Ruel, what's up, New Nick? Where you at, bro? Where you at, bro? We're looking for you, brother. You're hiding in the background. We know what you're doing, son. Yeah, let's talk about that. Mother effing win against the Heat. Yeah,
Go
bro.
for it. You pumped. I
not
like
trying
that
to get
energy.
R-rated, an R-rated virgin or tomatoes thrown at us from them Heat fans, but F all that. Jay Blaze, where are you, my friend? Where are you? But that's all right. Yankees still lost. You know, we took an L by LA in New York City. You know, I'm over that right now. That Knicks that Knicks win that night made it all better. You know, we can't win them all, but let's talk some Knicks, bros.
Hey, I agree with you, man. I still have some emotional damage.
Yep.
I mean, from the errors played, we'll talk Yankees another time, but the errors was incredible in the fifth that killed us. So nonetheless, the Yankees died. Bang! They took two shots. I think two shots was in the stadium, and with his little sniper rifle hit him in that fifth inning. Nonetheless, they lost. But as you said, we got a jolt of a blaze of a team.
Yeah.
Unintended blaze. That was a great game, great comeback. From what was your thoughts, Machete? Well, you got the energy there that you saw that the game prior when we played Cleveland, you know, we ain't see too much of Cat. He only got 8 touches, and then to see the next game where we play the Heat, where he got over 20 touches, he scored 44 points in that game. What were some of your thoughts in the transition for Cat, or what you thought overall in that game?
Well, in the Cleveland game, you know, they Cat obviously didn't get the ball. He got it 8 times, and you know, Cam Newton was getting the ball more than Cat was. You know, there was bad decision making. We played a great team that was 4-0 at the time and went 5-0 after they beat us. So, you know, they're a top tier team. They're number 1. They're above the Celtics right now, and they're undefeated. And I don't know if they're taking a loss right now. Cleveland's a pretty tough team. They got Donovan Mitchell. You know, they came in ready to kick our punches back because we beat them up the last couple of times that we had our run-ins with them. You know, we dominated, you know, ever since the playoffs before, but they try to erase all that. They look very good. They look very athletic, all of them. You know, they're playing well. They're playing more cohesive than we are. You know, that was just our 3rd game, was it? I think together. And you know, we're trying to organize. I think that the Cat not having the ball, which we erased all that in the Heat game, you know, and I think that was the big difference. Also that you know, Jalen Brunson was injured for a little bit, and then we lost Josh Hart at the end there, I think was the difference. We only lost by 6 points, but I think that, you know, if we'd have had them both in there healthy, we would probably, you know, win that game by the skin of our teeth, because Cleveland is still a very good game, a very good team, very well coached, and Atkins got them where they want. And so now they got payback, and so next time we meet them, we're going to get payback because we're going to be a little bit better, you know, a little bit more healthier, hopefully.
And you were saying something about Jalen Brunson too. Like you think like maybe he wasn't passing enough, but do you think he's forcing shots?
I've always said that. I've said that since last season. I think I said that in the middle of last season when they were playing. I forget who it was they were playing. But he's just sometimes he'll, you know, the ball stick to him. He's not very he becomes very selfish, I think. It was that time, I think, when we were playing the Spurs, remember that he got the 60 he got the 60 points. But I think that there was we lost. We had lost that game, and I think that we had lost that game because he was being a little selfish with the ball, or just wasn't really looking for his guys. I felt like he didn't have any confidence, and I think that he was he started to do that in the beginning, where he's just not looking up when he's driving in. You know, he'll draw the double team or the triple team, but he'll just not pass the ball. You know, how's it that Cat's only going to get 8 touches in a game like that? You know what I mean? And you're driving in. I think there was a couple of times where that happened. I think that he became aware, and I think it's just his instinct to drive in and bully ball inside and try to score. But none of his balls have really been going in. You know, pause. No, none of his balls have been going in the hole at all. Pause. No,
And
you know, so he's been missing a lot of shots, but I think that he realized that in the Miami game, and he started passing the ball a little bit more to Cat and passing over to Mikal Bridges a little bit more, and so he corrected all that. You know, it's just a matter of knowing where the guys are and you know, really having confidence on the other guys and not just Cat, especially ignoring Cat. You can't ignore that guy. You know, so he was in the street.
Is your camera off?
no,
Why?
everybody's good. Everybody's good. Everybody's good.
Oh,
That
you should
ah,
us
that
off.
That's
thank
Mikey,
God.
I think. The blank.
Yeah, that's him special. That's him special. Hey, two shots. What were some of your thoughts when you saw the transition from the Cleveland game and then to the Miami game? From Cat not getting touches, do you think there was some sinking problems? You think there was some adjustments? Because in that, if I'm not mistaken, in that game, Porty got a lot of minutes, and then you come to the Heat and he gets no minutes. Tell me some of your thoughts on that. Tell me some of your thoughts on that. Did that help? What were your thoughts on some of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the Cleveland game, I believe he was just more passive. Like, I'm talking about Cat. I feel like
Yeah.
Cat wasn't like asserting himself, and homie just said, you know, Brunson can get a little tunnel vision, and you know, when he's doing his moves and whatnot, he doesn't really look. I mean, he's more of a scorer than anything. He's not really a point guard. Like he's more like a two guard masquerading in a one. Um, that's how I feel about him, anyways. Because
You
I feel
talking?
like he's very off. He's like very score first driven, which there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of point guards that are like that now. That's basically where the NBA is heading. But yeah, I think Cat got a little lost in the sauce, and then he couldn't get. I feel like he was, like I said, very passive, trying to get everybody involved. And then against the Heat, I think he had like more of a like, yo, give me the rock. I'm a shooter. He was very uh his decision making was quick, and it was more focused on scoring than anything. You know what I mean? He wasn't worried about getting Mikal touches, getting Deuce touches, getting campaign touches. I feel like he was like, "Give me the rock, and I'm gonna go at him." And I think he took that game a little like personal, because he made Bam look little, bro. Like the whole game, he made Bam look small. And like coming from where we come from, where the Heat are always like a problem, like it felt like the Heat weren't that boogeyman that they used to be. You know what I mean? Like they felt they felt very, very human. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. It's just,
As my brother would say, they felt little.
yeah. Cat made Bam look little, bro. Like that was crazy to me. And then it was like that he didn't have that aura. You know what I mean? That it factor. So I believe I can comfortably say that I can put the Heat behind us now.
Wow, after one game for the season, okay.
That's how it felt, bro. That's how it felt. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm
Hey,
giving you my honest
I love
opinion.
it. I love it. I love it. Okay.
But yeah,
That's
that's
it.
just me.
New Knicks, you out there in the Miami area? You are a local live representative from the Sweet Nation. Sweep the Heat. What were some of your thoughts when you was watching the Heat game? Were you excited? Were you talking trash to your local neighbors?
I mean, my business partner is a Heat fan, so we was kind of going at it. But it's only game 4. I think Brunson got Cat going. You know, the same way I think he used to get Randall going, and I think that's the formula that's needed. I think Jalen Brunson has to play a little more passive and get everybody going before he could get his own motor going. Cat did look more aggressive. My bad about the. Cat did look more aggressive. In the fourth quarter, there was a little sequence where with 1 minute left where they shot the ball and Cat went up against 3 Heat players and muscled it in. He's definitely looking way more aggressive. He looks like he got a new aura on him, and yeah, we reached 26 points. We still won the game, but Tyler Hero did have, I think, 17 points the first quarter. I don't know who was guarding Hero, but he went off.
Apparently nobody. Apparently nobody was guarding Hero.
Yeah, shit. 14 to 17 points in the first quarter. Yeah, I think he was playing by himself. And I think
boy was on the heater.
Yeah, I just think that I think Hart found his rhythm with being the rebounder that he is, and the fast break machine that he likes, being, trying to beat the defense down. And yeah, I think it was a pretty good game. We beat the Heat. We're just catching our flow, and I think it'll get better.
First of all, that's crazy. How is Josh Hart? He got jumped by a gang in Central Park, beat up with a bat. They kicked him. They beat him. I'm just saying he got beat up in both games. He got jumped, hit in his head. He got kicked in the shin. And then to come back and play 40 plus minutes after getting gang initiated by the Cleveland Cavaliers, body slam, and still come back and do 40 minutes. That's I don't even know. That's crazy. Hey, so look, before we even go in, salute to the chat. Que lo que, the chat. It ain't no us without you guys. We appreciate you guys. Buzzer beater out here saying, Vamos Knicks. I hope I got it right. You did, sir. You did get it right. Que lo que. Hey, I love that. Coming with the gringo, Latino lingo. We love it. We all fam here. We all fam here. Salute to Keith Watkins out there driving. Be safe. If you're joining us on this Friday, riding, just put the volume up, put the phone down. That's how we get down, all right? Be safe. He said he can't comment until he gets to the crib. Originally, we had no sound because of M Spesh trying to mute us, but I guess they can hear us now. Salute to them. Salute to G-Man. Que lo que, Senor Beef. Senor Beef says, not hard to do when you're being back with the same damn team that will run out of steam like they always do. I think he's talking about, we talking about Cleveland or Miami Heat? Either way, that's an accurate statement for both teams. But I think he's talking about Cleveland. I agree. They started off good. They had an early, easy schedule. They had the cupcake schedule early. We were the hardest team they played. We had injuries, no excuses. They played well enough to beat us. You got to give it to them at that point. They played well. We played bad. But it's a learning experience anyway. We had to learn to gel with the team, moving the ball. I still like the punches in the face, but we'll get back to that we learned early. G-Man said we should not push Cat's paw. I see what you did there. Cat's paw, because he's injured today. I see what you did. It's sprained. Let him sit out. Pistons can be beat without him. Let's see what Hook Porty, and Sims can do with the extended minutes. I actually got a report here saying it wasn't his paw. That's why he's missing today. He actually had to go to court for child support. So that's the actual reason he's missing out today, because he's son Bam Adebayo. Because he sunned him. He sunned.
Yeah, you need help, bro.
Hey, you knew this before you became friends, so I need a warning sticker right here. May randomly express crazy thoughts.
Oh, man.
Salute to all you guys. Once a Nick, always a Nick. R.I.P. Gerard Mustaf, 1990, 19th overall pick. Salute to Jared Mustaf. Once a Nick, always a Nick. Salute to that. Good call. Great pointing out to you, sir. And that's where we at. We out with the fam now. And yeah, so he's going to court for child support for Bam Adebayo. So Bam is he's claiming that Cat is his father. We gotta go. Hey, we gotta go to Maury Povich. Gotta go to Maury Povich and get the results. I need more. If I don't hear from Maury, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that was a great win. I was excited for the win, especially our rival. Cleveland, okay, I ain't too mad about that. But when it comes to Miami, I don't care if we're 81 or 0-81, and that's the only game we win. We got to beat Miami. That's the only rivalry that I truly care about.
I do not see none of y'all niggas on screen. Can y'all tap your cameras and
You don't. I don't. There you go.
No, my camera's on. I just can't see you guys.
Swipe left is on because we on. We're lit. We litty. You might want to swipe left or right. I don't know.
I see everybody.
Hey, M Special about to come on and give a report on here while he's doing that. You want to tell the community how to use Discord?
No, it's.
Well, we on. I see you. I see everybody. You're on now. So we see you. I can't see us.
See you.
We see you.
You see me.
I was going with the Roots version more than the Barney. The Roots can't see us.
Okay.
We see you. But anyway, hip hop. Anyway, you know we do. But we got a game tonight. The Detroit Pistons. The Pistons are missing because that motor's broken. A young team. The motor, the car stuck on the side of the road. They need some roadside service because that car is not moving at all. We need to see what's wrong with it. They got no motor. Grimes is in Dallas. Grimes is in Dallas. He is now a Dallas Maverick. So now the New York Mavericks. They've got all our players. They got Courtney Lee, Tim Hardaway. They had all our players out there. So now, hey, what's another one? Another one.
And another one.
Hit him with that DJ Khaled. Another one. So cue that Grimes over there. Detroit's doing pretty good. They got JB Bickerstaff, who was the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's now the coach of the Detroit Pistons. He's, I don't know if they're going to play good this year because he told them they can't wear hoodies. He told them their dress code. He adjusted the dress code. So I don't know if he's trying to get all the young kids in a professional mind state. I don't know how that hits with the young crews, but maybe they're not acting professional. They got their paper. They're in Detroit. They're just like, whatever. I'm already paid. Do I got to participate? So he's trying to turn the mentality around. So I can dig it. I'll see. I can see it. So 2 shots tonight is going to be interesting. Cat's out. So Cat's not here. Especially, you're going to have to do some adjustment here. Cat's out for the night. That leaves a center position available. It's a young team, a young center in Jalen Duren. Do you think that Thibodeau goes with the young kid? I doubt it. Or do you think he goes with Sims? What would be your professional, unprofessional analysis?
Man, so I can't really call it. Tibbs threw me a curveball, bro, and I swung and missed. I can tell you who I want. It's definitely Hook.
Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker. Hook is my guy. I really don't know what Tibbs is gonna do because Tibbs last game put Sims in and didn't give one. I don't even think Hook played 1 minute. So I thought Hook had done enough to win the spot, and Sims is just not it for me, bro. He I mean, whatever. I don't know. I'm not Tibbs. I don't know what's in his head. I don't know. We'll see.
Bro,
in my opinion, I believe Sims is gonna play because Tibbs is just a masochist. He likes pain. So
that kid. All right. A masochist. All right. Hey.
I mean,
5.
It's not Sims' fault that
here we go.
That he's not playing the guard and the fucking center at the same time. I've seen him already on 3 plays where he's wide open. Where he's wide open, asking for a oop, and fucking Brunson can't find him. The same
it's not about scoring. It's not about scoring.
It's about Brunson. It's about Brunson not setting up his players how they're supposed to be. There was a point in time where Cat was asking for the ball and he got it to Cat, but it was probably 5 seconds late. You got you gotta have your eyes more open as a guard, bro. And I'm sorry, I love Brunson, but he definitely needs to be. He needs to execute a lot quicker. He's pounding the ball. I'm thinking way too much, and he needs to make quicker executions and get his guys going first. He
I
does
don't
not
know.
need to get going, bro.
To me, it's not about scoring. To me, it's about him looking lost, him committing silly fouls, him not being able to defend like other traditional centers. Like he just doesn't fit that role to me. And like and like when you put Hook in, you put at least in my opinion, he passes the eye test. Like I said, he can block, he can defend the bigger people because he's 6'11". He's not he's not a pushover. He's like a solid dude. And again, he doesn't commit silly fouls. Like I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. I said I'll give him 10 games to figure it out. Eventually Hook is gonna take over, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it. That's
I mean,
how I see it.
I never remember in the past Sims having a fouling out situation. So this isn't a reoccurring thing. Yeah, I mean, anybody can make a mistake the same way Jalen Brunson played like shit the first game. Everybody's entitled to a shitty game. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, so I think Tibbs trusts Sims more, and I believe that if Brunson will be looking out for the centers on the pick and roll, pick and pop, whatever situation, and get Sims going, I think it'll be best for the team.
Hey, can I say something real
Like
quick?
I said, could I ask how many assists Jalen Brunson
Yeah.
had in the first quarter?
I'll go.
Oh.
Machete, what do you got to say, Machete?
Yeah, I was gonna read you. What were you looking for, Phil? Because I was gonna talk about.
I want to see what his assist was in the first quarter and throughout the game.
You talking about throughout the Miami game?
Yes.
In the Miami game, he was.
How many assists in total did he have?
He had.
He had 9, didn't he?
No, he had. Okay, no, but it's not gonna break it down like that. But it's saying that he had 9 rebounds.
No, assist.
No, it's not showing me that summary. It's not showing that.
He had 9 assists. He had 22
9.
points.
Yeah, I thought he had 9.
But he's saying in the first quarter.
All right, in total, 9 assists sucks, especially for the.
No, it doesn't. 9 assists is good.
9 assists suck. 9 assists.
7 to 9 assists is good. That means you're trying. If you're doing 7 assists, you're good. If you're doing 9 assists, you're doing better than good. 9 assists is
damn, bro. Like, I don't know.
9 to 12 is high.
Bro, with the players that we have, there's no reason why Jalen Brunson should be getting 5 to fucking 7 assists within the first half. That's what I'm saying. If he would play more passive first,
it all depends. It all depends.
You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up.
How the defense?
What can't you make up? What can you make up? What can you? Yo, my nigga, 15 assists, and then the following game he got 13 assists. It's because he was looking to be more passive first. And with Bridges being on the team, with Carl Anthony Town being on the team, with fucking OG Anunoby being on the team, there is no reason why Jalen Brunson shouldn't fucking carry 12 to 15 assists a game. That's when we'll be better. When the Knicks will be better.
Phil, because I rewatched the game. I just watched the game again, and it's also the defense that Miami was giving. Miami was playing pretty decent. Was playing them good. You know, they had that little point guard. I forget his name. Murray was playing them decent. You know,
Terry.
They had Terry, but they also had that little backup guy for Miami had. I forget his name.
He was a young rookie.
He was a young rookie, but not really rookie. It was his 3rd year. But you know, everybody's got length over Brunson. And so he's making he's got good looks. He's just the shots weren't going in. For some reason, right now they're not going in. They'll go in eventually. But also, the reason
Mike,
it could be his assist
I'm not
numbers weren't
worried
that
about
high
him
in the first
scoring.
quarter because of the defense.
The
The
point is not
defense was giving
scoring.
them, because if the defense was playing tight and playing them tight, and Miami was playing good defense. And that's the thing about it, because it was an up and down game. So it was a very defensive game on both sides. So Miami was playing very good defense on Brunson. And that's why he wasn't probably getting those assists. But then eventually it opened up. Also, he was, I think, earlier in the game, he realized he was hogging the ball a little bit. I don't want to say hogging the ball. That may be a little bit too extreme, but you know what I mean. He wasn't really looking for the open guys. But then eventually he settled down and he started finding the open guys, especially
Yeah,
Cat.
that's his game usually. He doesn't wanna be passive. I understand about being aggressive and setting a tone. And I understand
just being
about setting
aggressive.
a
He may be
tone.
overly aggressive.
Yeah, he's a little overly aggressive, like I said.
But that's okay.
Listen,
he realized his flaws. He realized his flaws. And
in the Pacers game, he had 5 assists. Okay, the very next game he had 7 assists, and then against Cleveland, and then he has 9 assists against the Heat. There is area opportunities for him to improve, but remember, this team is still pretty brand new, so they're figuring each other out.
No.
He's trying to get in rhythm.
I know that, but
it's still early.
I need that first quarter assist number. I swear, if he could fucking focus on getting 10 assists the first quarter,
new team, though. It's a new.
Come on, man.
Hey, salute to HRM, the great Drew Smith is who he's calling. He's new in the chat here. Haven't seen you in a while, so salute to you, HRM. Or it's been a while since your beef. He won't if Mitch comes back. They both are on the bench or in the G League. You can't say that he needs to hit Cat more, but he ignored every other big. Yeah, he's. I think it's gonna take time. I do agree that he needs to get into his actions faster. But again, there's still. I'm not judging any of that to at least December. The new team gelling. Every player's trying to find their rhythm. Jalen Brunson likes to see a couple go in first so he can get into that flow. But he also has to understand that he has a new teammate who is elite Cat, which he owned up to it after that Cleveland loss. He said it. I need to be better. I need to, if he hasn't got shots, that's on me. He owned it. He called it. So at least he took ownership of that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said after the game, the post conference, he said it. He's like, I gotta be better. It's on me. They were like, well, what do you think?
Okay, now I can see Mike.
He said if Cat, why did Cat only get 8 touches? He's like, that's on the team and that's on me. I should have got him. We as a team got to look for him more. He deserves it. And the very next game, they improved on it. So he got 9 assists. Bridges, I think, had 6 assists as a team themselves. They're working their kinks out. To going back to this game for Detroit, if you look at the picture I put on for this one, I think this is a Bridges game. So I think Jericho Sims would probably get the start to get the rebounds, and you're gonna see more of OG and Bridges try to find the rhythm in this game where they're not gonna go too crazy. I think Josh Hart chills a little bit, not goes too crazy, or maybe get some rebounds, or they get into a rhythm, because this is the first game on a first road trip. Miami actually was the first road trip game. This is the second road trip game. They're going to have 2 more after tonight, so they want to get that winning streak up. Cat's not in there. What can they do to get into a rhythm? So I'm going to look for Mikal Bridges to get in this game. 2 shots. You was talking the broken shot. A lot of people were talking about Bridges early on. These last couple of games, he looks like he's found. It looks confident. I don't know. To me, it's his confidence. I see his confidence come in where he's pretty much dominating the paint. What are some of your thoughts on Bridges? Do you see the comeback? Do you see the improvement that he's done? What are you seeing different?
He's getting his throw.
Either one of you.
I mean, his mid-range is elite, so I got no problem with that. But his 3-point shots are still falling short, and I don't know if you want to call it confidence. I don't know if you want to tweak his shot or whatever. But he needs to figure out a way to put a little more power into his shot, because it's always falling short. It's always hitting front rim. And I mean, yeah, I do see what you're saying. He does have that new higher, like,
that's what I'm saying.
Higher set.
My nigga,
Let
he
him,
hit the fucking.
It's still early,
let
man.
him
He's just
finish
getting
his
his strokes
shot.
in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he has a
That's why he
new
got
hire
2 shots.
set or
He's giving
whatever.
one for me.
I just need him to whatever. Like if you say it's confidence, and it's confidence. I need him to get it together. And like I said, put a little more power behind it because it's always front rim. That's it.
Okay.
I think that last bullet you put in the chamber was a fucking
Blank.
a blank. Yeah, because bro, I mean, his shooting, bro. I mean, he looked like he right on the money when he shot that 3-pointer with that defender in his face last second in front of the Heat bench.
That
Bro,
fadeaway
that
falling
shit
to
like
the falling to the
that
left.
falling. Bro,
Yeah, the fadeaway falling to the right. Yeah, the falling to the left.
right on money. And like, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with what you said, Ruel. His confidence is coming forward, and you see it. And that game against the Heat,
Yeah, because
bro,
he sees
I don't
that
see.
Brunson's looking
I'm
for
sorry,
him.
I don't see where 2 shots is saying that his 3-pointer is falling short. I mean, I think
It might have a couple of times. It might have a couple of times,
Yeah,
but no. But his 3-pointers are falling in there. That fadeaway to the left or
that
to
was
the right,
crazy.
was it? You know, he's he's just it looks like he's just getting in his rhythm,
yeah,
bro.
he's just
So
warming
he's
up.
getting his rhythm because Brunson is more confident.
What was
And
that? 2 for
Brunson, I
11?
feel,
He said he was
4 for 11 from 3. Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah. So no, he's perfect. He's spot
Hey,
on.
which game though? Which game you talking about? Which game? Against the Heat? Okay. They're a defensive team. I ain't mad at that.
anyway,
I ain't mad at that.
all right, there you go. I ain't mad at that.
It's a
That's
defensive
almost
team.
half. That's almost half. That's got to be about almost 40% still. That ain't 50% because if he was hitting what 5.5, he'd be hitting 11. But he
That's
probably
league
wasn't.
average, actually. That's league average.
He's hitting about
35.
40% of his shot. If he hit 4 of 11 3-pointers, that's almost half. Think
That's
about it.
yeah. That's a little more than league average.
That's one game though. What about the other games?
Listen, it's
The
new.
earlier ones, I don't think that he was in his rhythm yet. I don't think that he was in his rhythm yet. I think that in the Miami game, he started getting his rhythm. You know, I think Brunson looked for him more than he did the other guys. I think a little bit more than Townsend in the I think in the third quarter it was. And also we were playing great defense on both sides. You know, OG Anunoby was getting some great blocks. You know, he's just you know what I noticed that was kind of funny? All of them are out there with their dreads now, with their hair. I'm kind of sidetracking a little bit with the braids and their white banners on, except for OG and Cat.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what's going on with the damn braids and the white bandanas out there, you know. But OG's out there being like, "Fuck everybody, I'm doing my own thing." And even the look on his face, man, he's really about, you know, he's a very long, athletic guy. You know, I see that he's wearing those black brace tapes around his elbows. I worry about that. I don't want him to see it injured because we really need him because his defense is supreme, and so is Cat. I mean, I'm sorry, I meant to say Mikhail. Yo, Bridges not only is he I think was getting in his rhythm and getting those fadeaway 3-pointers that you were talking about, Ruel, but I feel that also that he plays great defense, man. He was playing great defense against Jovic, and he was Jovic had a little bit of weight and size
he's
on
got
him.
size. He's a big kid. He's like
Yeah, did you see that one where he slapped the ball away when they were under the basket?
Like 6'8", 6'9". Yeah, he's a
and he
big
ain't
guy.
afraid to play defense. He's strong, man. He's like that skinny strong. He's a real strong. Bridges is. I like his game. I really love his game, and it was great. That Cat got 44, but it was great seeing Mikal Bridges getting into his rhythm. That he's starting to get into his stride. And hopefully, as far as Sims is concerned, yeah, I kind of agree a little bit with 2 shots. I'm a little bit worried. Not so worried because, like Phil said, he still does have confidence in Sims because he brought him back for the Miami game, and Ariel didn't play in the Miami game at all. He played a little bit. They played about the same amount of minutes in the Cleveland game, but they both were about the same with their rebounds, only 3 rebounds each or 1 block or so. And I don't know if it was at the time that they were rolling in the Cleveland game with Akpuri got a better plus minus, whereas Sims got a -6 in that Cleveland game. You know, and they were the same numbers. He did the same thing in the Miami games. He really didn't do too much.
Imagine if that dunk that he did would have counted. Because they getting that bullshit little offensive foul.
Where he slammed, where he dunked the ball. You know, the alley oop that Brunson found him. He did that alley oop, that dunk in there. You know, there were moments that kind of elevated, that kept us within game. He wasn't being too disruptive. He wasn't doing. He wasn't producing, but he wasn't being too disruptive, and he's a body out there. And I also think when what's his name, Bryant, the center, got slammed.
Yeah.
You realize how strong Sims is? Sims is a big body, dude. He's got some big fucking massive arms, dude. When he slammed that poor guy, he caught him in the air though. He jumped up and he
physicality wise, I take nothing from Sims. That kid is a savage. He's a brick wall.
I think that's why he has him in there. We gotta have he's bigger and stronger than the other guys. And for some reason he still like Phil said, he's more confident in Sims than he is in Porty because he didn't play Porty at all.
That's Sims no, he doesn't play rookies. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, eventually Huck will win him over.
And I think
we still won the game with Sims. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, Sims, I'm not worried about it.
In the books, he's got that win. He's got that game in the books.
Listen, it's early. That's all saying that in the early season, Tibbs is gonna look at matchups. He's gonna look for matchup advantages. Hook Porty, I think he's trying to see what each player can do. So I don't think he's set on anything major except the main 5 rotation. You know, that's set. But what can each other player? How can he use them? And it's good to see him early. I think in the Cleveland game, he looked at Hook Porty. Could he have put Sims? Yeah, I think he definitely could have. But he already knows what Sims can do. And he said, let me see what Hook Porty can do. He's more of a 7-footer. Let's see how he looks against bigs. Because Cleveland got a lot of bigs. They have Jared Allen. They had, they have all these other. So he's like, let me see what this young kid can do. Let me see how he can do under pressure playing with a big team. Can he body? Can he rotate? Can he set picks? Will he last with heavy minutes? So I think it was more to see how he can do, to give him a look, to see what he can do on a good set of minutes. Because as we know, what's the thing with Sims and Deuce were getting such sporadic minutes that they don't know the role. They're just coming to bring some kind of energy. So I think Tibbs is like, let me see what Hook can do. He looked pretty good. He looked impressive in a certain amount of minutes. Can he play under pressure with a team like this, a playoff team with size? Because he knows what Sims can do, but you got a legit 7-footer, young kid, bulk and stocky. See what he can do. He played good. He started burning out in the later half of the game. All right, so he's going to need some conditioning. So that way he can give him something to work on. So when he does send him to the G League, you did good here, but this is what I need you to do. I need you to work on your conditioning. I need you to be ready. So you saw in this game, he needs to have some film where he can coach him. So I think that was something that he did with Hook Porter. As we move in development, this is what I need you to see. I see how you did this, but this is where I need you to work on. You know what I mean? And with Sims, the next game, he's about Bam Adebayo's size. He's physical, so he can run. So he needed to see what he can do. And that's what I think we'll see a little bit about today. Maybe he might even split the minutes today since Jalen Duren is young, and let me go back to the chat real quick before we keep going there. Senor B says, Senor B says you can't. He was talking about Cat. He says, I guess I see what you guys are saying, and what we're talking about, Senor Beef, is that what New Knicks was saying is that if we treat Cat like how we did with a winning recipe, which I think we mentioned a couple of podcasts ago, New Nick said it. If we treat Cat in the same format, or we play in the same style that we did with Juju, where you feed Cat early, you let Cat get into rhythm, you let him score, you let the defense and everybody else worry about Cat, because now you see he can give you 44. We've seen that he can score in the paint. You can see he missed that he is a tremendous mismatch for anybody. So if you let him get going early, like how Juju used to, what the New Knicks was saying, then Brunson can ease into his game. He's not going to have to force anything. He's not going to have to slow down the game. He can distribute, get everybody involved early, and then his game's going to just flow easily, and then he can score. So I think that's what the New Knicks was saying. I think Senior Beef caught what you were saying on the New Knicks. And
I think if we all go back and look at the winning recipe and the formula when we did have Randall at that helm, you know what I mean? We had got him going with at least 12 to 16 points that first quarter. It really got him going, steamrolling down, setting him up, you know what I mean? And the other players started coming along with that, you know what I mean? And you definitely, as a guard, have to set the tone with the other players that need that confidence. You know, when Jalen Brunson coming in, there's no doubt in his head that he's gonna do what he came to do. But
There you go.
the rest of the team does need that confidence where they're saying, damn, our captain's relying on us to get the ball rolling. So he could come in the fourth, him and Cat do they 1-2 and continue hooking niggas down to the floor for the count.
And in case you guys thought we were lying, Machete does have bears in the background. That's his backyard. So there's bears back there. So mess around if you want to. There's a bear back there somewhere. Look to your left.
That's not a screen. That's not green screen.
No, that's his backyard. Look, if you look to
real trees.
If you look to the back of where Machete is, that's Bigfoot. You could have right in between that tree.
Look at the fence under his arm. That is not green screen.
Yo, you got wildlife out there?
What?
Yes, he does.
What kind of wildlife you got out there?
Well, we'll get to that on the chat. The chat.
Bears, tigers, lions.
And Buzzer Beater had a question. Let's get back a little bit. So we talked about Hook Party. All these guys plays that. Now tonight we got the Detroit Pistons. Buzzer Beater has a question. He says, "What do you guys think are the keys to the victory over the Pistons?" Machete, I'll let you go first. Salute to Buzzer Beater with a great question.
That was a good question. Yeah.
What do you think are the takeaways tonight for us?
Our rebounding. We're gonna have to everybody, all the guys, all the bigs are gonna have to rebound. And we have to get our shots in. This team, this squad, they're gonna be a little hungry. In their house. Let's not underestimate them. We've punched them a few times. It looks like the teams that we beat up want to get their get back. I don't think we should underestimate anybody at this point. We want to stay. We want to. These are the teams that we should beat. These teams. You know what I mean? The ones that are below us. We were the lower team before we played Miami. Miami was ranked 4th. We were ranked 10th, and so I think that should make us more along. I haven't looked and what we are now in the standing overall. We should be maybe at 500 because we're 2-2 now. Let's make it 3-2. I don't like to make predictions or anything like that because I don't like to underestimate any of these teams. I'm not sure what the injury report is. They're talking about Cat's wrist. If we should rest him.
Child support.
Yeah.
Child support.
Cat's wrist. I don't know if maybe we should rest him against this squad and let Ariel get some minutes and let Sims continue to do his thing and see what's going on as far as our centers are concerned. I think that we can win this if we have those two big guys in there rebounding. We can have the young guys. We can have a in there rebounding because that's what they specialize. I mean, they haven't really, not according to the numbers, but those guys, they're big bodies in there. And like I said, I don't know as far as the injury report is, but let's go in there. We're on. This is the second game away. Yeah, we could do this. We should be. This team we should beat.
Okay.
We should beat the lower team.
I think it's all in your vocabulary. There's definitely a difference between thinking we could come inside, pause, to go to the arena and win, and coming in confidently and underestimating and laughing at them.
Great analogy.
Stomp on them. Yeah, I mean, they're too little. I always like we gotta come in there and not even bat an eye at whoever our ops are. You know what I mean? I just don't see Detroit doing anything. If Cat is getting his rest and I think Sims is gonna step up. I think Hook Porty will step up, and yeah, we should stomp them out. I'm not worried about Detroit.
So me, I got a couple keys to victory because I like Kate Cunningham's game and Jaden Ivey's game. So for me, it's gonna come down to Mikal. He's gonna have to guard either Cunningham or Jaden, and then OG is also gonna have to shut one or the other down. So I need them two to actually defend them and make it difficult for them, like make them work for their points. And then my second key to victory would be the center position in Duren, and whether it's Hook or Sims or Whoever's guarding him, that's going to be a key matchup. I need them to also make it difficult on the center. And if we can shore up the perimeter, like the 3-point line, I think we'll have the victory.
No, great takes. I mean, you guys are. Hey, boy, is this Efron to find out? Efron to find out. My boys are on point today, boy. They got facts and figures.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Time.
We don't always do it, but when we do, whoa, watch out.
You know?
I agree. I like you. I like where you guys are going with this. To me, I'm interested in this game to see. I'm curious to see in the starting center. I believe it has to be Sims.
We need the question was what was the keys? Let's stick to what the chat asked.
I beat around the bush with what the keys are. The reason I'm saying that is that as to what Machete was saying for rebounding, I do believe it's a rebound thing. I know Josh Hart's going to dominate the rebounds. I think our guards is going to be the keys to our victories. And I mean, Mikal Bridges is why I put out there, specifically Mikal Bridges. I think this is going to be a Mikal Bridges game. I think this is going to be a breakout game for him, possibly close to 30 points tonight. I think it's going to be a big confidence game for him. You're going to see a type of game where Deuce, like when Deuce played against Curry, where he locked down Curry and he scored 29 points. I'm going to look for a matchup for that tonight. And if we can contain Cade. So I think it's a Mikal Bridges. I think this is a defense game. This game has to be defense. The key to this victory today is defense and how we look without Cat. The reason I was going to how the centers are, because without Cat as our starting center, our stretch forward, how do we play without him is what I'm interested to look. But I think the defense and Mikal Bridges is a game I'm looking at today. So today is definitely defense. I think we got to get into rhythm and consistent to where, as Machete was saying, where we just don't take these people lightly. As Nick said, I think our defense has to be the precedence. With or without Cat, no matter who it is, we got to play as a team the same system. Where the Cat's in the rotation, where the Sims is in the rotation, where Porty's in the rotation, the consistent defense, and that's what I think is going to be Sims. That's where I was going with that. But I'm looking for Mikal Bridges to have a big game today. Today is where Cat's out. You got him confident. We're feeding him. We're knowing how to feed him. The two new players are Cat and Mikal, basically. You know, we know what Josh can do. We know what Jalen Brunson can do. We know how Deuce is getting confident in his role. The only two iffies are usually Cat, and Bridges. So it's getting them comfortable. And Mikal Bridges has been on a roll. The Heat game, as we were talking about, he looked like his confident looks. I mean, you see it when he looked back at the Heat bench. He's got it. He's got his swag back. The first couple of games, I think he was just being too passive. He was trying to just fit in, let the guys do what they do, and they said, "Nah, we need you guys to start rolling." So defense is the key for me today. That's what I got.
Well, I mean, I think OG kind of suffers that RJ Barrett syndrome, where it takes him a few games to get started and get going. So we really need to also focus on OG Anunoby and getting him going as well, because the more we depend and get these guys going first will be the more help to Brunson. If Brunson can understand that a little sooner than later, you know what I mean? We do need Brunson to...
He's not the only one.
Stay.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, and if you look the first couple of games too, he has been scoring aggressively in the first quarter. I mean, I forgot what game it was that he had like 2 or 3 3-pointers back to. I think it was our second game, or even in the Boston game. In the Boston game, he was our whole offense for the most part early in the game. So I think with him and Cat first quarter, like how you were saying, that in the first quarter, if it could be Cat and OG and let them get into a rhythm, get into a zone, I think Mikal Bridges and the Nova Knicks guys, Josh Hart, I think they already know how to get into their rhythm. You know what I mean? Like you can see Mikal's like, yo, I'm gonna, play my game. Those three already know how to get their points. Where I think flow of a game is more OG. OG needs to get like be open. He tries to force a little bit, but I agree with you guys first. But how impressed are you guys with the mid range? I mean, the most slept on or not talked about with OG and Mikal Bridges is that they got that DeMar DeRozan mid range. I know with OG.
OG. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you no. I hear what you're saying. The only thing else, like for sure, Mikal Bridges, he got a spin game, post up game in the mid range. What I was saying with OG, anytime OG gets to free throw line, once he's there, it's almost you can almost count it for OG. Because he makes a move as far as a shot. I'm not saying when he gets to that inside the free throw. Watch, let's look at it today. Anytime he drives or gets that free throw, it's almost I'll say 80% of the time in for sure. For what I've noticed from him. I'm just impressed with the mid-range game. So that's just me tonight. And how do you think Cade does against Brunson tonight? Do you think Cade has a big game today against us?
I like Cade, man. I like his game. I really do, and I feel like he's gonna turn into a problem, and especially for Brunson because Cade is like what 6'10" or whatever.
He's big. He's a 6'7", I think is for sure. I know he's
6'7".
for sure.
So he got what? Like he got like 7 inches on Brunson in the pause.
Thank you.
I have to say that because you know what I'm saying. No diddler. But yeah, man, I think Cade is gonna have a huge game, man. I think so. See, this is why my keys to the game were Mikal and OG, because on a defense, who you gonna put Brunson on? I mean, they're all tall.
Ivy's his best
like
chance.
6'6".
No, he's not that tall. He's like 6'2".
No,
look it up.
Hold on.
He's not that big. We'll look it up. But I think he has. Let's say I'll just say he has a better shot.
You're making it. Yeah, you're making it sound like Brunson is a fucking pushover, my man.
No. He's tough as nails. We all know that. We all know that. But there's a difference. There's a difference between being able to just rise up above someone where they don't they won't even get near his face if they're shooting a jump shot, bro.
Have you not seen Brunson go up against Jokic? Have you not seen Brunson go up against Embiid? Have you not seen?
We're talking about guarding. We're talking about defense.
I know you're talking about.
Talking about defense, like guarding. We're talking about him guard a 6'1" guard. Guarding, and I'm saying you can't. Again, we're talking about him. No, because Cade Cunningham, right? Cade Cunningham? Is it Cade?
Jaden Ivey is 6'4", bro.
Wow, ya 3 pulgadas.
2 whole inches. Wow.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson's 6'2", man.
Okay, so would Jalen Brunson have a better time with a 6'3" or 6'7"?
Bro, Jalen Brunson is not 5'6".
Okay.
We're talking about defense.
We're talking about he's not super athletic, first off. And you're telling me that he's not gonna have a problem with somebody that has like 4 inches on him?
He doesn't have a problem with anybody.
Is that really what we're doing right now?
Hey, the ball has
Look, I'm not worried about Detroit. I'm not worried about Detroit, bro. I'm not worried. I think they just practice. They don't got enough guys. They got Cunningham. They got him. They got Tim Hardaway. He's a little bit of a problem sometimes.
Tobias Harris. They got some veterans.
I'm not worried about their center. Also, I did look at the injury. I looked at the injury report. I think Carl Anthony is on the injury report. He may not play tonight. He's looking at game time.
It's gonna be a problem, bro.
He's GTD. I just looked at it.
Y'all can sleep on the players all you want. I'm not gonna.
I ain't worried about the center. Like I said, I ain't worried about the center thing. Let Hakpuri get his minutes. Let Sims get his practice in there.
All right, let's talk about depth. Let's talk about the depth. Like
that's why I'm not too worried about them. I think we're a little deeper.
We haven't even spoken about the bench.
Our bench is injured. To be honest, listen, it's not that we're scared. You're looking at you gotta look at the.
It ain't about being scared. Y'all taking a lightly, bro. Like,
that's why I said it's defense is what I'm looking for. They got some veterans. People think this Detroit team is a Detroit team from last year. That's not the case.
No, it's not, man.
They got Tim Hardaway Jr. They got Tobias Harris. who came from Philly. They got some good veterans. You got Cade, who's a young killer. I think Cade is better than LaMelo Ball, in my opinion.
He's gonna be an all-star, bro. Mark my words.
He's up there. He's up there. He scored 30 plus a couple of times. He's a
And
killer.
God
Now we're
forbid,
talking about
Ivy.
matchup.
God forbid, Ivy takes that third-year leap that they normally do. Woo!
Yeah. And it's not him. I think it's Tim Hardaway is going to be the problem in tonight's game. Tim Hardaway, if he gets on the heater, when Tim Hardaway starts throwing some shots, I'm just saying. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. We're not saying that anybody. Listen, we got our second best player out of the game.
Yeah,
So
y'all niggas is funny. Y'all niggas is funny.
Yeah, I watch it. You got to look at how you plan for it as a coach anyway. Same thing. You got to look at how do you play this opponent. This is not the young team that was last year. You got play. We can't hear you, Machete. We can't hear you, Machete.
That's another thing you guys aren't considering is the coaching. You know, we got Thibs, bro. Thibs makes adjustments, man. We got Thibs and we got Deuce. We got OG. We got Bridges, man. I ain't worried about no Detroit.
Facts, bro. We talking about Detroit.
We're just
We're talking about Detroit, bro. I mean, they got Cape Cunningham. Yeah, he's good. You know, these guys, you know, they're probably vying to be 500, just like, you know, they you know, we're going into their house. You know, I'm not gonna underestimate them at all because they're playing a little bit better than they were last year. They're not last year's team. They're gonna be a
matter
little.
Matter of fact, now that we got the veterans, and we talk about Tobias and Tim,
But they got Tobias Harris, dude. Come on.
I'm 90% sure Sims is gonna start. They're gonna use Sims' experience over Duran, and he can push and play against Tobias Harris. So I'm more than sure Sims is gonna start today. I'm confident on that one. It's gonna be a good game. They play. Look, they're playing really good.
I hope to see Brunson get those assist numbers into climbing situation. If he got 5 in one game, 7 games in another game, 9 in this one, hopefully we could see at least. I mean, Battle Cat's not playing, so B-Man will have to defer to see other players. You know what I mean?
Listen,
So,
you guys can say what you want. Cade Cunningham, the first game of the season, scored 28 points against Indiana, scored 33 against Cleveland, 21 against Boston, 24 against Miami, 22
Right now?
against.
Oh no.
How many assists?
I can go into it. He's at a lot. He's averaging almost 7 to 8 assists a game.
all right, so
What's Ivy averaging?
knowing this, who do you think Tibbs is gonna put to guard him?
No, that's what me and Two Shots
That's
were
why I
talking about.
said Mikhail and OG are going to be the keys.
That's why I said it needs to be Mikhail. That's what we were talking about. He was saying, who's Brunson going to guard? I said Brunson would be more than likely guarding on a switch Ivy. He's a better matchup. I'm not saying he can lock him down as a defender. I'm saying he's a better matchup. They're similar heights, right? Oh,
Well,
you think so? Two shots.
Oh, God.
2 shots. You're telling me that so you'd be more happy with Brunson guarding Cade? Instead of
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying who's better height. I'm saying he'd have a better chance defensively against Jaden Ivey than he would with Cade. That's all I'm saying. He's 6'7" with a 7 wingspan and is a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that it's just him. You gotta, and in this game you gotta let Cade Cunningham score 30, 40 points. You gotta let him to win. You gotta let him score 30, 40 and get everybody else involved. If Cade is over 25 points, they lose. I'll tell you that. That for sure.
All right. I'm all right.
You got to get the others. You got to kill one of. You got to kill one of them. You got to let Cade score and not be an assist maker, and not get the other players involved. Because if Tim Hardaway starts heating up, he can hit threes and spread the defense. But it's gonna be an interesting game. I still got us with a W. I got us with somewhere around 118 to 111, somewhere around there. I think Detroit scored some points, but somewhere around 118, 111 is a guess, Machete. It's not a prediction. I didn't get a crystal ball. I'm just my thought on how the game's gonna go is that. So when the Knicks play Detroit, because if you didn't know about Detroit, let's get this clear. You guys didn't know, but Detroit grew up in the middle class.
Hey, I don't want. I do not want Machete clicking over. Listen, Miguel is blending. Relax.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
Relax. Let's not get political. We're a few days away. Let's save this for Let's save this for after he cleared. He cleared
It's
out of the
happening.
screen.
It's
Look at the
happening. Hey, it's happening, guys.
I'm not
We're trying to-
participating this time.
Listen. Hey, and if you listen, I got. Listen, I don't know if you guys know, but we did get someone reach out to us for sponsorship. I didn't want to gloat. I wanted to. NASCAR might be our new sponsor because they said we only make lefts. We go left all the time. We make nothing but lefts like NASCAR. They might be our sponsor.
Bro, I thought you was being serious, bro. Come on, man.
Listen.
We're not gonna get sponsorship right now because we're in the middle class because we grew up in the middle.
After our last pod, we received a lot of criticism. There was over 900 comments. There was over 900 comments from various platforms. And if we offended anyone by our comical
Bring it in.
by our comical impressions of the political politics going on.
Look,
Excuse us. Yeah, I mean, because we ruffled a few feathers and
we like it. We like it. We're like a water hose to birds.
Listen, if you don't fuck with our comical view, yeah, maybe this channel is not for you.
Hey,
but
all love. Hey,
we fuck around, we find out, and we found out because
hopefully you guys are laughing. If you guys are listen, we have fun here. If you guys ain't having fun, you're doing it wrong. Life.
Man, if you got there, man, you can't be in this channel.
Listen, and if you have a stick up there, hey yo. No Tucci.
Listen, and to all, I mean, I overheard that maybe they might be some brothers that offended that us Dominicans is niggas.
That's not. We ain't gonna go into. We ain't gonna go.
All right.
We're having fun. It was just joking with Machete. Machete, your thoughts on tonight's game as a closing? We won't bring anything up.
We closing already?
Yeah. What else?
My brother,
in like 20 minutes.
My nephew.
And I gotta take my son to soccer practice. Sorry, guys. Parenting life. #dad life. I gotta take these kids and do things.
Bro, I was ready for a marathon.
Listen, I'd love it, but I'm trying not to be a deadbeat. We came from a deadbeat. I'm not trying to continue the blood. We've been there. Anyways, Machete, I think we offended Machete. Come on, Machete, give a hug.
This podcast is for all of us. I just want everyone scream your name.
Yo, hey, you wildin'. New Knicks, tell me the final thought. Your final thoughts. Your final thoughts.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
If you know, you know. Hey, New Knicks, the final thoughts on the.
Yo, I'm gonna need you guys to throw me in, bro.
We'll tell you. Not now. I'm trying to get Machete to comment. I'm trying to get Machete to comment.
That nigga cleared it. Final thoughts, Knicks stomping that ass, and yeah.
Who stands out tonight as a player for the Knicks to you?
I think the player that stands out should be Sims and OG.
Like that?
I think Sims and OG.
Here's 2 shots. Your final thoughts on the game, and who do you think has a breakout game or a big game or stands out to you today?
Well, so my keys to the game are Mikel and OG, but my breakout is gonna be Hook. If he plays. I'm hoping he plays the solid 20 minutes.
What do you think
he's gonna show up. He's gonna have I'm gonna give him a double-double, 10-10.
Yeah, that's you got high hopes. Okay, I'm liking that.
I like Hook, man. I like Hook. I like his game. I'm like, you know how you remember how Raw was with Deuce? Yeah, way back in the day. Like he was mad, like he wasn't taking nothing from nobody. That's how I am with Hook. That's how I feel about Hook.
Okay. I mean, I agree. I've seen a lot of his plays. He does look very promising. I like
He
that.
looks real good, man. Yeah.
Yo, I didn't say he looks good. I said it looks promising.
Pause, man. Pause.
There's
Stop
a
playing with me,
difference of
bro.
where we're
Come on.
going. I don't. Minute deal with good looking man.
Damn, man. Stop playing with me, bro.
He does. Listen, Hook 40 does look polished. He's definitely ahead of his time. If you compare him and Sims probably has like 1 year of experience with Tibbs over Hook, but Hook, he's definitely coming around. But there's still a lot to learn. He'll get, he'll get his money into that. He'll get his time, and when the time is right, he'll step up and shine. Like. Listen, that little conversation when it comes to Hook, I saw Deuce talking to Hook. I don't know if you guys saw the clip where Deuce told Hook as a veteran, he told him, "Hey, this is the time we get, to shine." So I guess, like he said, like do your best. And I think that got to Hook, and you saw him, play more aggressive. And I think Deuce is doing a good job as a veteran guiding his brothers out there. Yeah, I mean, and I think he learns that from the rest of the guys. So when you see that within two role players coming off the bench, you can tell the chemistry is really building, and this year is going to be something special to watch. Every year with our front office and staff, it's been elevation, and this year should be no different.
Hey, praise the Most High for our consistency, because we can't ever close the show on time. We gotta have extended minutes.
Hey, before you close it, like, share,
OT.
subscribe. You know the vibes. Get us out there. 500. Don't make me come for you, bro. Don't make me come for you.
Bang, bang. My take on this today is I think I want to see the game for the Wingstop. I think Wingstop, this is a good game for them to get into a mindset of dominating. This would be a good game for them to show their presence. I expect Mikal Bridges to have a big game. This is definitely Cat's out the bag. Get it? All right, he's not in the game. All right, so Cat's not playing today, but I expect Mikal Bridges to just keep that confidence going. I expect for the Nova Knicks to have some kind of connection out there. But my sleeper, who I think is really going to shine on the low, I think the next person is going to be Deuce McBride. I think Deuce McBride has a heck of a game today. I think he stands out and just shows out. This is going to be a good game for him as well from the bench. That's what I'm looking for tonight. So I'm looking for a big game from a defensive side. Mikal Bridges, I think he could be close to 28 points, something like that tonight. And I think Deuce could be close to matching him in the 20 part. That's what I'm looking at tonight. Salute to all you guys, Replay Gang, Live Gang, all of you guys, Buzzer Beater, HRM, Senior Beef, Knicks 100 a GM, G-Man 78, always in the building. Salute to Keith Watkins driving out there. Hey, salute to you guys. And if you have friends that have mental or are suffering out there, the big depressions out there, reach out to them. We have Johnny Harris, who's going through a deep, deep depression from the Miami Heat loss. We're going to call him after the game to ensure his safety, that he is okay. Find those friends and call them. They need your support. And with that one, salute to Two Shots for coming on a Friday. Hopefully we get this as a regular basis. Always up with our brother. Thank you for spending time with us. Salute to Jess for letting us borrow your man here. Salute to New Knicks for always being ready and steady. And we got to put a bolo, be on the lookout for Machete. Either a bear got him or we got to look out for Machete. Hopefully Machete.
Shout out to the chat.
There he is. There he is. Hold on. Machete.
Sorry, I had to do something mysterious in the bathroom.
Come on.
T.
Come on.
You could have just said you had something.
Yo, man. What are we doing?
Okay, so now the extended outro continues. Machete, your thoughts on the final game? Consistency.
Yeah, wipe your hands, bro. I hope you wipe your hands.
Please don't turn on the camera. Please don't turn on the camera. Just all audio. What are your thoughts on the game tonight, sir? Your final thoughts. Who do you think has a good game tonight?
Detroit.
Detroit has a good game. All right, we're out of here. All right, he's lost in the toilet somewhere. Excuse him. I don't know
Who
what's
has
Gonna
going
be the
on.
little tidy bowl man.
Okay. Who has a good game today? Who do you think has a standout game?
No, on a serious tip. I ain't worried about no
Oh.
Detroit, bro. I ain't worried about Detroit, bro.
So all right. So I'm not asking
That's
for
all I gotta say.
predictions.
That's all I
But
gotta say.
Who
I ain't worried about
do you
it.
think has a good game today?
I don't know. Everybody's gonna have a good game.
It wouldn't be the organic fanatics without he was looking for the reason he turned off his camera. He was looking for his lucky rabbit foot, couldn't find it, so he couldn't put his final thoughts on it.
No, he heard the political stuff and
No,
took a shit.
salute to he took a dump on it. He took a dump on the politics.
That nigga's stomach went trembling.
Hey, salute to Machete. I love you, cuz. Thank you for joining us here. Two Shots, New Knicks, M Specialist, who doesn't get enough love. Hey, you are M
In the background.
Listen, 10 to 2 man Taylor couldn't get this guy to come out on the show. We got to get him. Unless we get a 500. When we get a 500, we might have to have him on the show. Like we get a 500, we might have to bring him out.
I agree.
Hey,
if we get 5 likes, he got to come on. He got to come on the line.
If we got 5, like, come on, guys. That's it.
So what you want? 50? What you want?
How about 500 subscribers? That's the lowest ceiling in the world. 5 likes.
Jesus
I don't know what we average. I don't know what we average.
Hey.
We got 5 likes right now. Damn. If you guys don't know, we're the homeless podcast. We're struggling. We'll work for likes.
And the outro continues.
We'll do a show for likes.
Yo, we need a sign, brother. We need a sign. One of those cardboard boxes.
Okay. Hey, next we're gonna
we'll do a show. We'll do a show.
The outro continues. The outro continues. Hey,
please hit the like, subscribe button.
Yeah, shout out to my nephew. I hope he scored us three goals.
Films is Phil's in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win. We want the Knicks. This is New York City, home of the Knicks.